Shalom Makiyam. This is the brother Nashar from the Dallas Great Millstone Camp. Um, First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. And salutations to you brothers that's pushing this truth with sincerity. It's just been on my spirit, man, to bring out a quick hit just to bring the brothers back into remembrance of how you're supposed to change when you come into this thing of ours, this truth, this operation of the Most High. How your mind is not supposed to still be reprobate or carnal. You're supposed to be in a spiritual mindset. But I'm gonna bring it out with Colossians chapter 3, starting at verse 1. If ye then be risen with Yahweh Shai, seek those things which are above, where Yahweh Shai sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. Give your affections on those things above, not on those things on earth. Okay, that's the way our minds are supposed to be. We're supposed to be wanting the kingdom. We're supposed to be craving, being able to see the Most High and get out of this hellhole that we live in. We're not supposed to still be wanting things here. The fact that you still want things here shows that how you're not ready for the Most High to come, because you still want things here. You still want that vainglory of being somebody here. Verse 3, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Yeah, because when you're in this truth, your life is going to be more so in secret than it is publicified. Because you got to think, you can't be preaching about the white man at work. You can't be cussing out people at work talking about how they eating pepperoni pizza and you don't. You know what I mean? You can't be. You got to be you got to be circumspect. You got to be spiritually minded. You got to know when to do things and have understanding on how to operate. Verse 4, when Yahweh Shai, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. Mortify, therefore, your members which are upon the earth. Now, I wanted to bring that out, that word mortify, just for edification. That word mortify, now the Greek word there is nekrio, if I'm pronouncing that right. But you can see it right there at the top. And it means to make dead, to put to death, to slay, worn out, of an impotent old man, to deprive of power or destroy the strength of. And those are the things that we're supposed to be doing while in this hellhole and in this truth. We're supposed to be mortifying each other, man, because your mind can easily be given over to all this little fornication type things that's going on in this world. All these little different doctrines, these little different knowledge, these little different demons that are here. You got the pussy demon, you got the club demon, you got, there's a lot of demons out there, man, that we're supposed to be out here breaking those strongholds, even amongst each other. We're not just out here, only rebuking the world. There's things going on in Israel that still need to be changed. Okay? It says, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth. And this is why, because there's fornication here. This uncleanness. It's you can gain an inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, if I can pronounce that right. Evil concupiscences and covetousness, which is idolatry. Now, that's another thing. Covetousness, when you were in this world, that's how our mindsets were. If you were a person that needed to wake up and wake and bake, for those dudes that need to wake and bake and wake up and smoke, that's what that is. Those dudes that's just chasing pussy, those dudes that's chasing money, all that stuff is a carnal mind, man. You want things here. Verse 6, for which things sake the wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience. And that's what the 2/3, that's talking about the 2/3. That's what's going to happen to the 2/3. They're never going to wake up. They weren't supposed to wake up. The Most High, hid the truth from them, and they never considered anything. They wanted to be a part of this world and continue in that reprobate mind. Verse 7, and thee which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them, because we were once there. You know, you can't forget it. But at the same time, you're supposed to be becoming a better version of yourself, or a whole new creature, for that matter, than what you were when you were in this world. Verse 7. Verse 8. But now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Like how we used to talk back then. You know, I remember having homeboys that would come and they'd show you their own girl's ass, or her vagina. You know, that's just bringing up an example of filthy communication. Right, because you got to watch out the things you talk about, man. Those can bring certain things that you speak of. There's power in the mouth, man. Certain things that you speak of, you can bring that energy alive in your reality. Verse 9, lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds. Those things you're supposed to put off, man. All those things that you wanted, all those things that you did, all those things that you thought you knew, all those things that you believed in. Those things are supposed to be withered away, man. They're supposed to be washed away in that baptism of Yahweh Shai, metaphorically speaking. Verse 10, and have we put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful, because the mindset that we're supposed to be, because you got to think, Yahweh Shai, he had a mindset, and this is the type of mindset that we're supposed to have, the same one as Yahweh Shai, according to Philippians chapter 2. Now, he had a mindset to where he didn't want to be that popular guy, you know. the Lord ain't a man to where I'm sure he didn't care about what his hair looked like. He wasn't putting on Murray grease and a do-rag before he went to bed. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, it's just your mind is supposed to be on a mission statement, so to speak. You're supposed to be all about the Most High's operation. Now, of course, you're gonna have other little hobbies, like you may be into music, or Jake may be into sports or anything. We all have our little talents. I'm not being holier than thou. Like I'm saying you're just supposed to only be thinking about the kingdom. But at the same time, having a reprobate mind while in this truth, it ain't gonna work, man. You're gonna be quickly erased, and something bad is gonna happen to you, man. You have to be renewed in the spirit, man, because your mindset to stay in this truth has to be different. You're not gonna stay alive. You're not gonna stay afloat having a reprobate mind, man. You're not. Okay, but I just wanted to bring that out, man. It was in my spirit, and hopefully you brothers were edified. And again, all praise go to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. And salutations to you, Achaim, man. Shalom.